You're probably saying now, okay, Andy, cut to the chase. How can this really benefit me? You're probably thinking, I have a solid resume with lots of experience in my field, so they'll certainly pick me as one of the top candidates, right? Sorry, if that were the case, all the top corporate executives would have doctorate degrees. We all know that isn't true. In the real world, the person who lands the interview and is able to convince and close the potential employer gets the job. They were able to provide the most value to that position, and they differentiated themselves by effectively demonstrating their knowledge and experience. They also paid special attention to small details most overlooked in the process that gave them that advantage. We will teach you those details and we'll make you a top contender and show you how to land that interview. Okay, now that we have set the date and we've targeted the company, you're ready for step 2 to begin doing the research. Now, let's walk through some of the research methods and the ways to get the insider knowledge on the company you're interviewing for. The first method of research I'm going to share with you is done online. One time during an interview, the time came for me to ask the questions, and the interviewer was absolutely stunned when I had uncovered so much insider knowledge on their company. This not only set me apart from the other candidates, but I truly believe it gave me so much credibility that ultimately led to an offer. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to find the secret information about the company you'll be interviewing with. Now that you've gathered all you can on the company, it's time to focus on yourself. In order to sell yourself effectively, you need to leave behind something that will keep your profile fresh in their minds. So now let's build your portfolio or brag book, and I'll also give you some tips on reference building. The second segment of this step is the building of your success stories, and they are an absolute critical part of the preparation process because without them, you'll never be able to effectively answer the interview questions. Let's walk through in how to recognize your accomplishments and solidify your experiences into success stories that you'll be able to use to directly answer their key questions on your abilities. Remember, this is the true magic behind selling yourself in the interview. The first step in building your portfolio is the cover sheet, and you should treat it like a first impression. Let's start out by using their corporate logo on your sheet for professionalism and extra impact. Okay, in step 5, making an incredible lasting first impression, I have a special surprise for you. I might be the expert on the interview process, but I just so happen to have a friend who is the real expert on winning people over in the first 15 seconds, which I'm sure you'd agree is critical to your interview success. His name is Michael Criswell, and he has been teaching thousands of people how to make a lasting first impression for many years all across the country. Take it away, Mike.
Now here's the million-dollar question. What are those things that you and I need to be doing in the first 10 to 15 seconds to master the skill of helping someone to like us and trust us? Now, I've included a list of these things in the download file section so you can print them out and follow along with me. This is really important for you to do because although many of these things are common sense, I'm willing to bet that you're only doing 2 to 3 of these things on a consistent basis. And there's at least 7 major ones that you should be practicing and have in your toolbox at all times.
Now we're on to step 8 called close, close, close. Think about it. What is the difference between top producing sales representatives and the ones that struggle to pay the bills? You guessed it. They know how to ask for the business and close. You would be surprised how many people lack the ability or the confidence to simply ask for the job and then do it correctly. Wayne Gretzky is famous for saying, "You will always miss 100% of the shots you don't take." You may not be in sales, but this quote and this principle absolutely applies to you in the interview process. You simply need to realize that they are waiting for you to ask this question. In this segment, we'll actually role play as if you were in the interview seat so that you can see some of these concepts in action.
Okay, so do you have anything else for me today?
Actually, I do. One last thing. I understand that you have other candidates to consider, so you'll probably be getting back to me after the interview. But from what you've heard today, do I have your vote so far? Okay, we're on to step 9, follow-up and more interviews. You just nailed the best interview of your life. Now let's keep the fire going in the follow-up. Here's yet another opportunity for you to sell your strong points and convince them that you are the one. We will hit the hot points of your interview to remind them of your value to the organization and the benefits to getting you started right away. Remember, differentiation is the key, so let's examine on the follow-up methods that are sure to get their attention. Congratulations, you did it. You landed the interview and got the offer. But let's not rush into this too fast. This offer is not set in stone as they will make you believe. There is always room for negotiation. We just spent a great deal of time showing them how valuable you are to that position. Now let's go get what you're worth. How much are you worth? Let's wrap up by talking about the art of negotiating what you deserve.